Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are back home again to take on the Diamondbacks for round 2. We took 3 out of 4 from the Diamondbacks at their park last week. Then took a little 3-game break to take care of the Nationals, and now we're back against Arizona again. We will not hurry back to the Nationals after this series, which I was kind of afraid we might. Although they probably played us tougher than you would expect, given the scores of those games. Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of EA pop-ups. I just had to do updates right before I started this game, so now everything's starting back up. Usual lineup in today. Also pulling up our schedule here, because I don't remember who we do play after this series. Not that I guess I need to know for another couple games. Gray's back on the mound, and this was his scheduled day, so we might miss Stitch this go-around, or Gil rather, but I think everyone else will be back on track. Let's see. Oh, this is another 4-game series against the Diamondbacks, and then we'll get the Brewers, and then the Nationals, and then the Brewers again, and then we'll get to see some new teams. All right, Brian Roberts is leading things off, and he goes down swinging to open the game. 1 away, Orlando Hudson to the plate now. First pitch is called a strike. Here's a curveball, and that is going to be up and in. 1-1. This one hits sharply, and it gets through the right side of the infield. I thought Terry might have a play on that one, but apparently he needed another step. So 1 on, 1 out. Freddie Sanchez now at the plate, and he will take strike 1. I believe that was a slider. Fakes a bunt, pulls it back, and Hudson is thrown out trying to steal second. Sanchez maybe should have tried a little harder to get that bunt down. So the bases are now empty, and there are 2 outs. Sanchez with a 1-1 count. Hits this one into shallow right. It'll be a base hit. Probably would have put a runner on third if he'd done that the pitch before. That will bring Golf to the plate. He puts it high in the air, but it should be an easy play for Zach. And that does end the inning. Diamondbacks with a couple hits, but no runs. Kester will lead things off for the Squirrels. This does appear to be the same Diamondbacks lineup that we have been seeing lately. Ortiz on the mound. Don't believe we saw him in the last series. He starts off the game with a splitter that breaks too low. Then a fastball that is called a strike at the knees. Seem to be really wanting to work Kester low. That slider's too far inside. Finally gets a pitch up, and Kester grounds out to first. 1 down. That will bring Marvin to the plate. Batting left-handed. And he will look at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And swings and misses again for strike 3. 2 away, Chief at the plate. He will look at a splitter for strike 1 on the outside corner there. That fastball pretty low. 1-1. Misses inside, makes it 2-1. Misses inside again. 3-1 the count. This one's inside one more time. That puts Chief on first with a walk. That's the Squirrels' first base runner today. Brings Terry to the plate. And that slider not particularly close. This fastball is called a strike. It is up in the zone and towards the outside corner. This one is too far inside, makes it 2-1. Curveball inside again, 3-1. Ortiz struggling through the inning. Think he's going to get out of it with this foul pop-up. Snyder does make the play. Squirrels with a base runner, but no hits nor any runs. Matt Kemp will lead things off for the Diamondbacks in the second. Graves will wind and deliver a fastball for strike 1. slider popped up in front of the mound. Graves will take it himself. One down, Mike Lowell at the plate. First pitch is called a strike. Right down the middle, and Lowell misses it. 0-2. Swing and a miss again, strike 3. 2 away. That will bring Caicedo to the plate. Sorry, I got a text from my brother at the same time. Caicedo's down 0-2. That pitch goes outside. Graves will try again and gets a swing and a miss, and that will end the top of the second, rather. Still a scoreless game. The Squirrels will start off with Frank at the plate. First pitch called a strike. This pitch is too low. 1-2 the count, and this pitch up and out. Make it 2-2. Ground ball right to Lowell at third. He throws over to first for the first out of the inning. That will bring Tom to the plate. First pitch called a strike. Hit in. No, actually, it's going to go foul. I thought it was going to go the other way off the bat, but it's an 0-2 count. Tom's still alive. Hits this one. Diving play by Lowell into foul ground, and he comes up with the catch. That was a pretty good web gem. Brings Zach to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on base. His first pitch is called a strike. The second pitch is not. Grounds this one to third, but it is foul, and apparently just out of Lowell's reach. But again, doesn't matter. It's just a foul ball. Line drive into left field. That will get down for the Squirrels' first hit of the day. Big turn at first for Zach, but he does go back. 2-out single will bring Joey to the plate. He swings and misses at a curveball. And that splitter too far inside. Might have been high as well. Didn't do much splitting. Joey hits it into center field, and I believe that was Caicedo in center. Made a pretty good play. So that will end the second inning. Still no runs. Chris Snyder will lead things off for Arizona in the third. First pitch is a fastball for strike 1. Second pitch, ground towards second. Kester picks it up and throws it over. 1 away. Ortiz now at the plate. Actually, I don't know how many at-bats, but he's hitting .222, which is perfectly respectable for a pitcher. Has a 2-0 count in this at-bat. Make it 3-0. There's a called strike, 3-1. Grounds this one weakly to third. Chief picks it up, throws it over, 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Robert struck out in his first at bat. One of 3 victims so far today for Graves, the first trip through their order. Roberts has a 1-1 count in this at bat. And make it 2-1. That changeup runs inside. Graves back to the changeup and gets another swing and a miss. Makes it 2-2. Fastball ground to short. Joey throws over, and that will end the top of the third. No runs, 3 combined hits as we go to the bottom of the third, where Graves will, lead things off for the Squirrels. Graves will look at strike 1. This pitch runs outside. So Graves got a hit in his very first at-bat of the year, and I don't believe he has gotten a hit since. Has a 2-2 count in this at-bat. Called strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. That was the second strikeout for Ortiz as he completes the first trip through the Squirrels order. Kester was a ground out in his first at-bat. has an 0-2 count here. That pitch misses down and away, 1-2. Misses down and in this time, 2-2. Ground ball towards first. Golf picks it up, steps on the bag. Marvin looks at strike one. Hits this one foul. That makes it a 1-2 rather. Called strike three, and that will end the third inning. So we'll go to the fourth inning. Still no score. Hudson will lead things off in the second. First pitch is called a strike. Another called strike. And a little pop-up and foul ground, but Terry's going to track it down for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Sanchez to the plate. Sanchez line drive into right field. That's his second hit of the day. So 1 on, 1 out. Golf at the plate. First pitch is called a strike. Double play ball. It sure is. Mark that one down 6-4-3. So, still no scores. We go to the bottom of the fourth, where Chief will lead things off for Indianapolis. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch is also a strike. Chief swings at this one, and he will hit it towards the middle, but Sanchez is able to grab it before it can find the outfield and gets the throw over in plenty of time. Terry looks at strike one. He fouled out in his first at-bat. Fouls this one straight back, though no play for Snyder. It did not get up in the air hardly at all. Sails that fastball, makes it 1-2. Ground ball right to Hudson. 2 away. Frank takes the ball. And this one catches the outside corner for strike one. 1-2 count. Ortiz already starting to wipe his brow. Then he gets the call for strike three on Frank, and that will end the inning. So we go to the fifth inning. Matt Kemp to lead things off for Arizona, who are actually out hitting the Squirrels 3-1 right now. No score in the game. First pitch a strike. Second pitch almost hits him. Ground ball to third. Chief gets it over in time for the out. Mike Lowell at the plate. He will take a ball. Sorry, trying to send a link to my wife at the same time. 2-1 the count. This pitch is outside. 3-1. Called strike. We've got a full count. Nobody on base. 1 out. Graves works quickly and gets a fastball looked at for strike three. 2 away. Caicedo at the plate. 2 outs already. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch is called a strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. So that will end the top of the fifth inning. Not a lot happening. 4 combined hits. No runs. Tom is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch is out of the zone. Swing and a miss. That makes it 2-2. And that is strike 3, 1 away. Zach got the lone Squirrels hit of the day so far and gets a called strike on that high split finger. Grounds out to shortstop here. And looks like that's going to be it for Ortiz. They're going to go to Tony Pena here, and Roberts and Hudson are going to switch positions, which is what they did in Arizona as well. Don't know why they don't just start him like that if that's how they want it, but whatever. Joey at the plate. He flew out in his first at-bat. That ball caught on the fly for the last out of the 5th. Still no scores. We go to the 6th. Chris Snyder is going to lead off for the Diamondbacks.
Number 19, Chris Snyder.
Snyder with an 0-2 count. And looks at strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Pena is going to get to hit here, and this is one instance where I don't blame the Diamondbacks. He looks at strike 1. That's going to be a base hit into left field, so the Diamondbacks with 1 on, 1 out, and the top of the order coming up. Roberts 0 for 2 today. So Roberts goes down swinging. 2 outs, runner on first. Hudson, he's 1 for 2 so far. Looks at strike 1. High hop. Graves over to first. So the hop not high enough. And the Squirrels, I think it's only 2 outs actually. No, Snyder led off, not Pena. So that does end the inning. Diamondbacks add another hit, but no runs. Graves is going to lead off this inning. I wish I were pinch hitting for him, but without a run, I don't want to mess up my bullpen even more than I already have. Although it's also going to lead to messing up my starting rotation. This is just not a great situation. Graves grounds out to first. That'll bring Kester to the plate. Swings and misses at the first pitch. This pitch is called strike 2. Base hit into left. Oh, wait. Okay, yes, it does get down. I thought that just for a moment it might stay in the air for Hudson, but it does fall in for a 1-out hit. Marvin is struck out in both at-bats today. He's going to continue batting left-handed. Has a 1-1 count to start this at-bat. Fouled back. 1-2. Kester takes off, and he is thrown out. I actually thought he was in there safely. That is really unfortunate. 2 outs with the bases empty, and Marvin has a full count now. This one is fouled away. We'll try it all again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Somebody's got to score today, but I don't know who it's going to be. Squirrels do double their offensive output up to 2 hits, but again, no runs in the game. Freddie Sanchez is due to lead off for Arizona. Sanchez is 2 for 2 today. Don't believe he is let off yet. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And then hits us into left, and Frank's not going to get there. Another hit for Sanchez. This one's going to go for a leadoff double. Golf at the plate. This has been the closest it's felt to a run all day. Golf ground ball, too short. Joey looks the runner back and then goes to first. Textbook play there. So 1 on, runner still in scoring position. 1 out, I mean, and runner in scoring position. Matt Kemp has a 1-1 count. Called strike 2 on the outside corner. Ground ball to second. Actually, Kester goes to third. That was not a great defensive choice as he's not able to throw out Sanchez. So runners on the corners with only 1 out instead of a runner at third with 2 outs. Mike Lowell at the plate. He has a 1-1 count to start. That changeup stays outside. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Big strikeout for Graves. Runners still on the corners, but now there are 2 outs. Caicedo at the plate looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Pops it up. Chief waiting for it. And he makes the grab to get out of the pickle. Still scoreless as we go to the 7th inning stretch. Chief to lead off on the other side. Chief has walked and ground out today. Leads off the 7th with a bit of a high hop to third. Lowell throws it, and it is just in time. I'm actually not entirely convinced it was in time, but he's called out, so we're going to move on to Terry, who has not gotten hit today. I don't believe anyway. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one. That is a deep part of the field. It's going to hit right at the base of the wall, right by the 418 sign. Probably hit it about 416 feet. That goes down as a 1-out double. Frank at the plate now will take a pitch down and in. The best Squirrels chance of the day by far. Frank with a 2-0 count. Right down the middle, and it's a ground ball to third. Lowell looks the runner back and goes to first. 2 away. Tom's going to have to drive in the run with a hit. And he will look at a ball to start off the at-bat. Swings and misses to make it 1-1. This one's too far inside. 2-1. Pena gets him to swing, and it's fair right over the base. Throw comes, but it's not going to be in time. That's an infield hit for Tom. Run does not score, but we have runners on the corners. Zach does have a hit today, and he looks at strike 1. Is this one going to get down? It sure will. The Squirrels finally take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th inning. Joey at the plate. There are 2 outs. Runners on first and second. That fastball stays high. And then hit towards third. Lowell with the short hop and throws to first. That ends the inning. But we go into the 8th. Teams with 5 hits apiece, but the Squirrels with 1 run to Arizona's 0. Chris Snyder will lead off the inning for the Diamondbacks, though he will not do so against Graves. Hermida will get to come in. Actually, haven't seen him in a little bit. Phil will come in and play second, which will move Kester over to short.
Your attention, please. Now we're going to pitch for Indianapolis. Number 17, Hermida.
All right, Snyder is going to hit here. I mean, I didn't really expect otherwise, but there was a possibility. He's not done a lot at the plate against us. He is quickly down 0-2. Swings and misses, strike 3. The Diamondbacks are going to pinch hit, and they're going to find Echo, who is having a pretty good year so far. Wouldn't be surprised if he stays in to play the outfield. But we'll worry about that when we cross that bridge. Echo has a 1-1 count to start this at bat. Bounces that curveball in. Another curveball gets a swing and a miss, 2-2. Ground ball, this will go to second. Phil takes care of that, no problem. Back to the top of the order, where Brian Roberts is 0 for 3. He's got a couple strikeouts in the process. Looks at strike one. That curveball bounces in. That curveball stays high. 2-1. There's a better curveball, gets a swing and a miss, makes it 2-2. Rushes in a fastball, but it stays high. Full count, 2 outs, nobody on base. Goes with the curveball and gets a swing and a miss. We will go to the bottom of the 8th, where the Squirrels are leading 1-0, and Phil will get his first at-bat of the day to lead off the inning.
Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for the Diamondbacks. Number 38, Brandon Lyon.
Oh, that's right. Brandon Lyon is going to take over on the mound, and Denham will take over behind the plate. I don't know if that means Lyon went into the catcher's spot, but they took Echo out of the game anyway, so I don't know that would really gain Arizona anything. Phil, back towards the middle. Lyon fields it off the back of the mound and gets it to first. 1 out. Kessler got a base hit in his last at-bat. That pitch is down and in. Ground ball to short. Sanchez doesn't have a good throw, and Golf can't scoop it. Mark that one down, E6. Puts a runner on first with 1 out. Marvin, though, having a pretty miserable day. He's struck out in all 3 at-bats so far. Down 0-2. All the at-bats have been left-handed, including this one. Hits this one in the air. It's going to be fielded by Golf. So at least he made some contact with the ball. Chief 0 for 2 with a couple ground outs. He did walk in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Hits this one. That will be a base hit into left center. Kester on his way to third, and he will make it there. Chief is going to advance on that throw. So that'll put runners on second and third, and this game threatening to get away from the Diamondbacks, as the Squirrels will bring Terry to the plate. There are 2 outs. Terry looks at strike one. Hits this one, and it's right to Golf. That will end the inning. We go to the top of the 9th. It's a 1-0 Squirrels lead. O-Dog will lead off things for the Diamondbacks, though he will do so against Shibuya. I don't remember what save this would be if he converts it. I want to say like 12, but I've not been very good at that, so I probably really shouldn't have even taken a guess.
Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for Indianapolis. Number 13, Shibuya.
All right, Hudson 1 for 3 today. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Hits this one, a ground ball to second. 1 away. Sanchez is 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double so far. Hits this one on the ground. Chief will handle that. He also makes a poor throw, but Sweeney's able to adjust. 2 away. Golf at the plate. Has not gotten hit today, and in fact hit into a double play in his second at-bat. Has an 0-2 count here. Diamondbacks down to their last strike. Grounds it to short. Kester throws it to first, and that is your ball game. Your final score today: Arizona Diamondbacks 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 1. You do notice the Diamondbacks leading a division. Do not let that game get away from them late like Washington did in all 3 affairs the past 3 games. I think the Squirrels did end up out-hitting the Diamondbacks. I think it ended up 6-5 on the hits, which I guess makes sense since it ended up 1-0 on the scoreboard, but the Diamondbacks spent the majority of that game leading in hits and had the better chances, just could not cash anything in. All right, Shibuya and Zach, your co-players of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got Arizona again tomorrow. We will see you then.